What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we got predictions for Team of the Week, week number 15, along with the content schedule for stuff we can expect in MUT 23 this week. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. We are 5 days away from the 5th annual Ugly Sweater Twitch party going down on my Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/IamPopularStranger, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Hope to see a lot of you there. We're gonna have giveaways all night, Xbox and PSN gift cards, an Ugly Sweater contest. If you guys want to enter for your chance to win a gift card, a portion of the subs that we earn that night will be donated to a charity. We've done St. Jude's in the years past. We've done the V Foundation, but it's just going to be a lot of fun. If you've attended these before, you already know, but I hope to see a lot of you that usually tune in to the YouTube channel, check in on Twitch that night, 8 p.m. Eastern time this Friday. I don't think there's too much surprise when it comes to the MUT content schedule this week. We knew that Ghosts of MUT were coming. Now it's 100% confirmed. I think the bigger surprise here is no GMM on Thursday, only tomorrow the 20th and Wednesday the 21st. Of course, Team of the Week is going to be dropping Tuesday afternoon. We'll get reveals for that tomorrow morning. Legends on Saturday, and then don't get the presents thing on here confused. That's just kind of, it's talking about how presents are going to be opening up or releasing on Christmas Day, which is still part of this schedule. It says 12/19 to 12/25 at the top. So again, Team of the Week tomorrow, Ghosts of MUT probably Thursday, and then Legends on Saturday, presents on Christmas Day. We did get an update, and I talked about this earlier in this morning's video with house rules. So the rewards are working correctly. It's a visual bug with the rewards tracking system. So when you go in and think you're unlocking a certain level rewards via house rules, you're really not at that level. There's no way to see where your accurate level is, but rewards are still earning. So continue to play it tonight and to tomorrow morning if you want, because you're going to be able to basically get more free rewards. House rules will be resetting tomorrow, I'm assuming around 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. It sucks that this continues to happen, but if they have to reset it, which they are doing, that just means more free rewards, more rewards to earn for free, including another 92 overall stocking stuffer pack. So when they reset tomorrow morning, I would grind all the way up to level 3 and then wait for part 3 of this promo, which is going to be the Ghosts of Madden content drop and whatnot. Wait until Thursday when that comes out, and then hit that level 4 reward so you can get another stocking stuffer for free, and you will likely have your choice out of 24 options instead of the 16 that are out right now. Now for the Team of the Week predictions, remember last week was the first week we saw the champions and players of the week get bumped up to a 95 overall, so this week it should follow suit. That means that the very low overall cards are going to be 86s, we'll have 89s, 292s, with one of them being the Matthew Berry pick or player of the week, and then the 95 overall champions, which are going to be legend cards, and the 95 overall player of the week players, which are current day players who had a good week 15. And I think the player of the week on offense has to be Kirk Cousins. Historic comeback, down 33-0 at halftime. The Vikings come back and basically break an NFL record. It's never been done before in the regular season. 460 passing yards and 4 touchdowns for Cousins. If they gave Baker Mayfield the player of the week last week for his, 250 yards, and I totally get all the circumstances of what he did in the short days, not knowing the playbook, all that, but the point here is that Kirk Cousins absolutely deserves a card, and it should be the player of the week on offense. Tyler Algier for the Falcons. I had this guy in fantasy, and he had like a 2-week span, maybe 3, where he didn't do much, so I dropped him, and luckily I didn't need him because Jerick McKinnon's been going crazy for me, and you don't care about this, but basically he should get a Team of the Week card. 139 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. I would predict either he gets an 86 or an 89 overall. And then we have Syracuse legend, Central New York legend, LATAVIUS Murray. That's right, he should get a card as well. 130 yards and 1 touchdown. He doesn't even have a card this year. This art that we're looking at is a Zero Chill card from last year in MUT 22. So give the guy his first card of the year. He had another good performance several weeks ago that probably should have earned him a Team of the Week, and they didn't give it to him. So this week has to be the week. On that receiving end of the Kirk Cousins passes, we had KJ Osborne, 157 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. his only card in the game right now is a core gold, so he would either get an 86 or an 89 overall. Zay Jones, I wanted to throw Trevor Lawrence in this discussion, but he obviously wouldn't get a card with a 94 overall, but 4 touchdowns in that win against the Cowboys. Zay Jones was on the receiving end of 3 of those touchdowns, 109 receiving yards, 3 TDs. He already got a team of the week not too long ago, so I would expect him to get a card because of this performance, but it'll likely be the 92 overall. And then Johan Dotson had 105 receiving yards in the loss. That kind of got cheated yesterday if you saw the game last night. 105 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. He only has this 86 overall rookie premier card. Remember, rookie premiers do not get upgraded. They just stay 86 all year, so maybe he gets the 89 overall team of the week. Let's flip on over to defense. RAYSHAWN Jenkins has to be the defensive player of the week. 18 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1 of them returned for a touchdown. And not only that, the game-winning touchdown in overtime. He got an 84 overall harvest card, so he's definitely got room for an upgrade. But I think with that performance, the situation, and everything that went down there, he has to get the 95 overall player of the week. And I'll be curious to see how good this card is as a safety. Should have decent speed. I'm assuming they give him pretty high zone coverage, probably mid to or high 80s, maybe low 90s with the man coverage. So we'll see what happens there. Then I have 4 players who are all possibly going to get the 92 overall. I think one of them is kind of a lock for it, but we got to mention these performances. The first is going to be J.J. Watt, 3 sacks and 1 forced fumble. Cardinals lose that game, but he had a really, really good game. Number 2 is going to be Hassan Reddick. I know you guys went crazy on me in the comments section thinking that, you know, it's obscene that I put Eagles in my predictions. Listen, I'm being objective as it gets here. I've even picked Cowboys sometimes, so give me some break here. Give me some credit. But Hassan Reddick, 2 sacks and 1 forced fumble. Then we have Kayvon Thibodeau. I think this guy is going to be the lock for the 92 because his performance out of all the guys who are basically set for a 92, his was the best. He had 12 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, and a touchdown. Being that he has an 89 overall already, the next in line would be that 92 because I don't think he should get player of the week over RAYSHAWN Jenkins. And then finally, and he won't get an upgrade, I had to throw Justin Simmons on the list. He kind of got done dirty when he got this 88 overall team of the week because I think his performance was much better than whoever they gave, I think, the 91 overall to at the time, and he should have been the 91. Instead, he got an 88. He had 2 interceptions this week, same thing he did to get this 88 overall card, but because Thibodeau's probably going to get the 92, that means Justin Simmons will get left out. But we got to recognize that performance. Kyler Duggar, who only has a core elite in the game, he had a pick 6, pretty nice play if you guys saw it live or highlights of it. He basically lurked like a wide receiver screen, 1 interception and 1 touchdown. I think he would get the 89 overall. And then we have Julian Blackmon, which this one's tough because maybe they give Duggar the 86 overall. Julian Blackmon also had an interception and a touchdown, but he has an 84, so will they give him the 89 and Duggar the 86? Will either of them get a card? I don't think Blackmon can get the 86 because that would only be a +2 upgrade, and for the most part, 90% of the time, which is just a made-up number, but they're not going to give somebody a +2 on an upgrade. It rarely happens. On to LTDs. Remember, LTDs are current-day players who had a good Week 15 performance in a prior year. If somebody wants to go back and do the research, how many weeks in a row have I predicted that Jonathan Taylor gets the LTD? He hasn't gotten a card yet for his performance at all this year. His 87 overall core elite is still his best card in the game. Well, in 2021, last year, when he had a really, really good season, he had 170 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. DeForest Buckner in 2020 had 3 sacks and 1 forced fumble. His current high card is an 88 overall Gridiron Guardians. Remember, all of these LTDs would be 95 overalls. Kenyan Drake, who only has a gold card in the game, and I think I've had him in my predictions one other time this year. In 2019, 137 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns in 1 game. Stephon Gilmore, I don't see this one happening because he already has a 92. Yes, they could give him a 95. It's not impossible. I just don't see it happening, but we got to mention it. In 2019, 2 interceptions, and 1 of those interceptions returned for a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins kind of got shafted by being the Matthew Berry pick of the week. He had a really good week when he got this card, but because it was the Matthew Berry pick, they only gave him an 89 overall. Well, in 2018, he had a pretty good performance that could land him a 95 overall, 170 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. And then finally, Marcus Peters, who I think he's been injured all year, right? Let me know. His best card this year is still an 80 overall core elite. Well, in 2015, he had 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. So maybe he finally gets an upgrade for not what he's done this year, but what he did in 2015. Now on to our legend predictions, which are players who are not actively in the NFL but had a good Week 15 performance in a prior season. We just talked about Marcus Peters in 2015. Well, also in 2015, we had David Johnson. Remember him? 187 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in 1 game. Dez Bryant in 2014. Will we see Dez get a legend card? 114 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. And then we have 2013. This is a pretty crazy performance. Jamal Charles, 195 receiving yards, not rushing yards, 195 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. He also had 20 rushing yards with 1 touchdown, so 5 total in 2013. That would be pretty nice to get a card for that. And in that same year, same teammate, and this guy it would be great to see him back in MUT. Eric Berry, 2013, 2 interceptions and 1 touchdown. A lot of people want Eric Berry in MUT. I'd love to see it. In 2011, we had John Abraham, who had 3.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. And then finally in 2003, I went way back, Terrence Newman had a 3 interception game. So those are our predictions. If there are any players that I left out, leave it down below in the comments section. We also have the content schedule earlier. Let me know what you guys think about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.